Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TVIA. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just the past 2 days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and it just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And interesting setup here, as not a guarantee, but given the context of things, the context being that not that long ago this thing had a major gap down and just got absolutely hammered, and now all of a sudden the price is starting to go sideways here. That creates an interesting setup. Now, don't get me wrong, and I wish the market was this easy. I wish I could sit here and say that because the price got hammered down and now it's going sideways, that means this is for sure going to bounce up to 20 cents tomorrow. No such thing as a guarantee. Now, would I be shocked to see some sort of bounce? Would not be shocking, but nobody, including myself, can make the proclamation that this is guaranteed to bounce or anything of that nature. So with that being said, I do want to map out a couple levels of support because, again, it is an interesting setup given the prices at least started to go sideways and seemingly maybe try to carve out some sort of bottom here. So first level of support going forward is right there at the 6 cent mark. If you're watching level 2s today, then I'm sure you saw numerous times how the bears were trying to press down through there, but you can just see time after time after time, the bulls did a great job of holding strong. So 6 cents is definitely that ideal area of support where if this thing is going to look the best going forward and get a good solid bounce, 6 cents, you want to see the price stay up above that level, because that would imply that there's plenty of buyers sitting right there at 6 cents. In the event that level cannot hold as support, then the next overall level is just simply where the bleeding stopped on a couple different occasions, and that's down there at the 4 cent mark. You can see, like I said, not only this morning, but also yesterday, the bears did try to press down through there, but to give credit where credit's due, the bulls did do a good job of holding strong at 4 cents. So 4 cents is definitely that must-hold level for the very simple reason of if the price doesn't hold above 4 cents, then that just implies that now the price is putting in all new lows. And of course, that's not the sign of a bottom if the price is putting in new lows. That's self-contradicting, as I'm sure you realize. Now, what about areas of resistance? Key point of resistance in any sort of, the event of a bigger bounce is really all about the purple line up there, which is the 50-period simple moving average. Keyword there being moving, so as time goes by, that purple line is going to continue to move its way downwards and get further and further closer to the price. So keep an eye on that, and that'll be the primary gauge of the strength of the bounce. I mean, if the price goes up to the purple line and just crushes right through it, well, then at that point you can say, hey, it's looking like this bounce not only has some strength, but it's gaining strength. Whereas if the price goes up there and kind of just sputters around, well, at that point, I'd be pretty, sketchy about, the actual validity of the bounce itself. So interesting setup any way you slice it. It'll be interesting to see how the price and the bulls close out the week tomorrow. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.